Hello and welcome to the Factor 50 Football Podcast, episode 35 of the Factor 50 Football Podcast with me, Michael Grantham, and as ever, Adam Farrell. How are you doing, mate?
I'm doing very good, mate. It's coming home. England have just beat Croatia 4-2. Here we go.
Hey, Farrell, knock knock.
Who's there?
It's the World Cup.
The World Cup who?
It's the World Cup. I'm just calling to let you know I'll be home soon.
So, listener, Mike's been bigging up that joke all night, and I've got a great opening joke for the podcast. And that's probably the worst joke I've ever heard.
Really?
Yeah,
the worst ever? I did say it was bad, though, didn't I?
Well, it's almost as bad as when my daughter makes up a joke and it makes no sense, but you have to laugh anyway. And that's sort of what I gave you there, a bit of a sympathy laugh.
Appreciate that. I thought it was good.
Let's get straight into the football match. England have started off their World Cup campaign with a 4-2 victory over Croatia, putting to bed some demons by beating Croatia there.
Boom. 4-2. What a game. That was a bit of a mad game, wasn't it?
It was. I think as a neutral, it would probably go down as the best game of the World Cup so far. But as an England fan,
Do you think? Yeah, it was quite.
It was horrible. Like, I text you 5 minutes in, my partner Ali hates me watching football when she's in the room. And 5 minutes in, she went, I can't cope with this. I'm out, because I was just so I get so angsty when I'm watching
done.
England play. Yeah, I'm done. That's it. I'm done. So she's in bed right now as we record this.
My wife made it to half time, so she did slightly better.
It's not bad.
But yeah, I wasn't actually that nervous. I was a little bit nervous before the game. But I think it's just in the group stage, the jeopardy is so low. Like, I think that's why I wasn't that nervous. But I'm sure come the knockout rounds,
I was nervous because it's Croatia. What did you think of the lineup, first of all, Mike? Like, Tuchel's made some big decisions, obviously, in recent times. Livermento's gone off injured. He's brought in, Shabala into the team. And this lineup, Shabala, he's made some controversial decisions in this game as well. So started Madueke, which I'm assuming because Saka's not fit. The biggest one was probably Konza in defence and not Gehi. What was your thoughts when you saw the lineup?
Well, it was exactly what I expected. I texted you, didn't I? And I got it to a man. That's what I thought the lineup would be. I'd say like the forward position has kind of picked themselves because of Saka's fitness. If he was fully fit, he'd have been starting. Central midfield again picks itself. There was the Bellingham Rodgers debate, but it looked like in the warm-up games, Bellingham was winning that race. I think that turned out to be the right decision. And then, centre-back was probably the other, the full-backs, I'd say, with Livermento getting injured, kind of picked themselves as well a little bit. And then it was just the centre-backs. I still think Gehi is an all-round better defender than Konsa, but, I think Tuchel likes big, tall centre-backs, doesn't he? And Konsa is taller than Gehi.
Well, it sort of made sense because Croatia are big lads, right? They're big lads, so you want some
big boys, yeah.
Yeah, big in the box. But even when Gehi came on only for the last 10, 15 minutes, I thought he looked far more composed than Konsa. And I don't want to dig Konsa out, but I felt like he was sort of at fault for Croatia's second goal. I felt like he was like, I don't know whether I was nervous for him or he was nervous on the ball, but I didn't feel calm whenever he had it. And I can tell you what can get in the bin right now. Goal kicks where Konsa is passing it to Pickford inside the box. Get in the bin. Like, I'm not having that at all. It was awful.
That's really common in the Premier League, though, now, isn't it? Arsenal do it every single game.
I don't mind it as a tactic, but Konsa and Pickford to start that off
as a combo.
Yeah, Gehi, I'd feel much calmer in that position. Like he would do that for Man City, but Konsa, I wasn't sure about him. for sure.
Yeah, I think it was questionable. I think he just looked susceptible at times to the ball going over his head as well. Like, I don't think he dropped quick enough. Maybe it's because Stones and Conte haven't really played together much. They might take a little bit of time to gel, or Tuchel will go back to Gahey. You'd think as well Stones and Gahey would be, because they've both been at Man City for 6 months.
6 months,
They
yeah.
might have a bit more chemistry.
Yeah, I felt
I mean, they've played together a few times.
I felt like the whole back line was nervous, wasn't it, in the first half? Like, even O'Reilly, who I
Felt a
think
bit like makeshift.
yeah, even O'Reilly, I think is an excellent footballer. In the second half, I think is much better. In the first half, he got caught out a few times, and I go, oh,
On the
okay,
first goal he did, yeah, he was up a
yeah,
bit high, wasn't he?
it's not like, and even like before the goal, like he was getting caught in possession a little bit, maybe to try and take on too many men, but yeah. So the back line, which we know could be a problem for us going forward, still looks like it could still be a problem as we go through
Yeah.
this World Cup. That's a solution
But
that
do you want to
we find
know?
the answer to.
Yeah. Do you want to know what's not a problem for England?
What was that?
Set pieces, baby.
Do you know what I've discovered in
You
this game?
are welcome.
Declan Rice is really good at corners. Like, who knew? I didn't know that was a thing.
Is it okay to celebrate a corner now, is it? Is it? Is it?
We've said it before, but he is incredible at corners. Like, every corner is
Yeah.
on the money. Like, it's insane
It
how good it is.
pinpoint.
Yeah.
It's very, the number of corners he takes, he does, there are a couple that he'll hit the first man, or he'll go too long.
So rare.
But 90% of the time, for it to be that regular, he just puts it on a sixpence. And obviously, I guess our first goal comes about from Rice corner. I think it's Madueke, isn't it, who gets to the ball first ahead of 67-year-old Luka Modric, and just basically just nudges it away from him, and then Modric just kicks him or something, doesn't he, in the leg or in the chest or somewhere. Just boots him.
Kicked him on the leg. So, and I think just before we get into the penalty and the retake, I think a little nod to Madueke. Like, I was not having him in the squad at all. Obviously, I made that video. I didn't think he should even be in the squad. He starts first game. He was our main threat for most of this game, and I thought he played
He's
very
a big
well.
threat. Big threat.
Yeah, so I think fair play to him. His pace was really good.
It felt like he had loads of space on the right side, on our right side as well.
Yeah.
Which is weird because Guardiola is he their left back or their left-sided centre back? Not really sure, but he's usually a very good defender. But Madueke just had a load of space, and whenever Kane dropped deep, got the ball, he was constantly looking for that out ball over to Madueke, wasn't he?
Yeah,
and it worked really well early on.
He was. Okay, so let's dissect the first goal. So we get the penalty. Modric kicking Madueke. Kane takes the penalty. It's saved, but then it's a retake for maybe one of two reasons. Either was it Guardiola that was encroaching, or was it somebody else who was encroaching who headed the ball away?
There was some Croatian defender, I think. Yeah, I don't know who it was.
Yeah, and then the goalkeeper also as well was slightly off his line. But we're talking like 30 centimeters maybe off his line.
I thought that was harsh. Yeah, if that is the reason, I thought that would have been harsh.
Yeah, but it makes more sense for the encroacher because he headed the ball away.
He cleared it, yeah.
We had a little discussion, didn't we, about the stutter in penalties.
Get in the bin. I hate stutter penalties.
Me
I hate
too.
them.
It makes you so nervous.
Why are you doing it? Yeah. And it gives you, I understand, I say, why are you doing it? I understand why you're doing it, because if you throw in a little stutter, the keeper might give away where he's going to go and you can put it the other way. Just, it's too much thinking. It's another thing for the taker to think about. And the easiest way to guarantee you're going to score a penalty is just don't think about anything. Just decide where you're going to put it and just smash that ball as hard as you can. And the more you have to think about, the more the mental side of it will play on you. And you could see it in his penalty, because the second one, the retake, which I think we were a little bit lucky to get, although if the encroachment is the reason, then fair enough. The second one, he doesn't stutter, and he just puts it, hits it harder, puts it in the same place, which was ballsy, I think. But yeah, I don't think it's a coincidence that you missed the first one when you're doing a stuttery little thing, and if you just run up and fucking boot it as hard as you can, it goes in most of the time. So I think I hate stutter after the Champions League final as well. They need to get in the bin, and players need to stop doing it.
I agree. Just especially for Harry Kane, like one of the best
Yeah,
clean strikes of a ball. Just
yeah.
hit it.
Here we are giving Harry Kane advice on finishing.
When I was the central defender and you were central midfielder.
Shit. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know what you were, but you played.
I was a bit of all over the place. I did a bit of left back, a little bit. I don't know why I was ever a left back. I was a centre back, really, because I was
Yeah,
big.
big old boy at that time.
Yeah.
Okay, so we go 1-0 up, a great start, and then
Yeah. Oh, can I interject just before while we're talking about things I need to get in the bin? The other thing that needs to get in the bin, well, there's two other things actually. I don't
okay,
want to turn this into just me moaning.
share your feelings,
Um,
man.
the coverage, flashing, like cutting away and showing a fucking celebrity in the crowd, like, oh look, it's LeSean Jameson from the Knicks or something. I don't give a fuck who that is. The game is on. I am paying my TV license. Show me the football. I don't care about celebrities in the ground. They cut away, and it's like they cut back to the game, and Croatia have got the ball in your box. What are you doing? Stop doing that. So annoying.
Spoken like a true old man. I don't know who that is.
Yeah. I don't know who any of them are. I think I recognise Ryan Reynolds at the Canada game. That was it. The rest of them are like, I don't know who you are. Piss off. So annoying. I
What
do
was your
sound
other
like
one?
just a man who shouts at clouds here, don't I?
You do, mate. But tell us your other one as well. What's the second one?
Hydration breaks, which I think we were coming to anyway, weren't we?
Yeah, I hate hydration breaks.
They're
I mean,
ridiculous.
it's
They're
been
playing in an air-conditioned stadium.
it's been discussed enough, hasn't it?
What are you talking about?
It's basically a way for
Yeah.
the American format to show more adverts, and it's split into um,
Yeah.
the quarters like they do in
Break the
NFL.
game up even more. Yeah, it is very American. My worry is because obviously this is the biggest stage in the world for football, that the FA and other confederations will see this and be like, "Oh yeah, let's just keep doing that because we can make all this extra money from an extra." You know, if the Premier League brought in that, I'll be furious
There'll
and
be
I'll still
protests.
watch it. But I will. Yeah, it would be horrendous. I think
Yeah,
it's widely been the one thing about this World Cup so far that has been really slated, and I really hope that that's enough to put them off doing it again because it's ridiculous. I'm
yeah,
all for it when it's 40-degree heat, but you know, maybe just if you actually care about player welfare, maybe don't make them play in a country where it's 40 degrees for the World Cup in the summer or something like that.
yeah,
Or don't make it 75 games that they have to play every year. Like spread the calendar out a bit more if they actually cared about player welfare. You know. Anyway, I'll stop moaning.
welcome to Mike's Room 101 for football.
Yeah. Put them in.
Okay, so Croatia equalised, and it's a pretty good strike, isn't it? From
It's a
was
good
it
finish. It's a
Mixer?
very good hit.
Yeah, it was a good finish.
I think
But
Moose was
frustrating.
Moose the second one?
I was Moose's second one.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, very good finish.
Do you think anyone at fault for that goal or just good hit?
I can't really remember how it happened now. Immediately after the game, but it felt like at the time there was,
Um,
again, defensive issues that were surrounding that.
I think the one I would say was maybe Nico O'Reilly was caught like a bit high up. And then
Yeah,
when he went back, because it got played in down our left, sort of inside left, he was tracking back, but he was high and central. So when he was running back, he was in the centre of the goal. So I think Stones was the one who went over to kind of stop the cross. The guy pulls it back. Declan Rice is probably a yard or two too deep. So the guy's got, you know, some space for a shot. It's still got to be a very good shot. And to be fair, it's a good hit. So I think that would be nitpicking. I wouldn't want to call O'Reilly or Rice out, especially not Rice, my boy. it was just a good hit. Annoying as well because it's kind of felt like it was out of nowhere.
Yeah, but we were dropping deep again, like dropping it way. Like we had like 11 men behind the ball as well at some points. But we get obviously the corner. Right, brilliant delivery. Harry Kane free header. Like Kane, he's so good at football. If we're going to win this World Cup, Kane is got to be on it, and he looks on it, doesn't he? He looks good.
He does look on it. The one thing I would say about like good header, good finish, great free, great corner again. But Croatia's mark, like they just didn't mark Harry Kane. What?
After that,
How
you
are you
mean?
not? Well, yeah, but they just left him. You know, he's not. His run is pretty standard, I think. He's not like his movement's not like, oh my god, he's left this defender amazingly there. He just kind of jogs in and heads it in from 8 yards or something. Um, I think that was dreadful defending, but
Yeah,
we'll take it. And it was a set piece again,
set
an
piece
Arsenal
again.
set piece again.
Love it.
Ole,
And
ole.
and then I remember for Croatia's equaliser just before half time, I remember watching the clock and we had a minute left. Going, just if I'm a player on this pitch right now, just like right, see this minute out, we've got seconds remaining. It's going to be fine. Got seconds remaining, and then all of a sudden, because we had again every man behind the ball, all of a sudden a ball just gets
Yeah,
played over. Perisic again. I said to you at the start, he's got that little glint in his eye. Or there's something to try and get us. Great header back to Musa. Great finish by Musa. But for me, there was a big gap there between Konza and I think it must have been Reece James, and that's where Perisic was.
yeah.
And it's just totally left. Like I don't understand how we've got 11 men behind the ball, and on your back line you've got a man totally free. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it was a good run. Like because he ran in between James and Konsa, but I think Stones and Konsa were kind of looking at each other and kind of caught ball watching a bit, and then Reece James sees the ball as going over Konsa's head, so he comes to the ball, which he kind of has to. But then what Perisic did really well, annoyingly well, was he sees Reece James going with him, and he knows Musa is then like he's got 5 yards of space just outside the 6-yard box, and he just loops the header over Reece James, and it's a good finish. It's a perfectly timed run, a perfect little flick over James, and a perfect sort of volleyed finish. So another good goal, but again, it didn't really feel like they were building that much pressure. We were like, we're in shape, we're behind the ball, we'll be fine, and there's a minute till half time. And then they hit us with a second, and they had I think they had 2 shots on target in the first half, 2 goals. That was it.
Fuming at
So
half
it's
time.
frustrating to be. Yeah, it was. I think it was just like a bit of a messy first half defensively. We showed promise going forwards, albeit 2 set piece goals, but they still count. But yeah, defensively, I just think we were a bit sloppy in the first half.
Yeah, no, I agree. And then, did you see the interview with our assistant head coach at half time? I forgot his name.
I caught a bit of it. I caught a bit of it. He was a northern bloke, wasn't he? Or something? Was he from Liverpool or something?
I don't know, but
I wasn't really listening to what he was saying.
he was super honest, and he basically said we were not brave, we were
We were
nervous.
shit.
Yeah, basically he said that.
Right.
He said we were playing long when we should have played short. We were playing short when we should have played long. We felt like when we got the first goal, it should have settled us down. It didn't. When we got the second goal, it should have settled us down, but it didn't. Now we have to go out there and we have to
Mm.
go sort it out. So Tuchel definitely went absolutely apeshit at half time. And they said it on commentary, didn't they?
Well, whatever he did, it worked.
Yeah, but I like that though. I like the fact that clearly there's like people are responding to him. That's where I think having a
Yeah,
world class club manager go international football in Tuchel, he's got that ability to
yeah.
change a game with either his tactics or what he says, and that could be really important.
Yeah, I think the likes of Tuchel, Ancelotti, Pochettino for America, like those club managers with top level experience are going to be really useful in this tournament because knockout football, anything can happen. And if it's not going your way, you need to be able to change it at halftime or with your substitutions in the second half or whatever. And yeah, whatever he said, and I imagine it was angry, loud German noises, it definitely worked, because literally from the kickoff, I think Bellingham scored after like a minute and a half of the second half. We were just all over them at the start of the second half. And in the first 15 minutes, I lost count of how many goals we should have had. I think we should have scored 3 or 4 at least. It was the best football I've seen us play for a long time. But then again, it's the first game I've watched for a long time. So
No, I do genuinely think it's the best 15 minutes I've seen England play in probably 2 years. Since the last year.
fair
So
enough. Yeah.
we played very, very well, and then obviously, Bellingham got the goal. There was a bit of after that 15 minutes, there was going to be a bit of a lull because we went all out, and I think I messaged you going, "Oh no, the equaliser's coming," and then Rashford came on, and I was like, "Oh, Rashford, really?"
It's all going to pop.
Yeah. And lo and behold, who gets the
Cue
fourth goal?
Rashford 4-2.
Marcus Rashford. And that's pretty well taken.
Expert analysis.
Yeah, chopped inside, as you come to expect from us. What did you predict this game would be, Mike, at the beginning?
Yeah, while we're on the subject of dreadful predictions, I text you at the start of this game saying something like, I pretty much guarantee it's going to be a boring game, really tight, and either like 0-0 or 1-0 either way. And I'd say pretty much none of that happened. 4-2, relatively end-to-end in the first half. We absolutely smashed them in the second half, and one of the most entertaining games of the tournament so far. Great. Good punditry.
Yeah, excellent. It's what you come to expect from us, Fact 50 football.
Let's be honest, listener, if you're here for excellent footballing insight, you wouldn't be on episode 35 by now, would you? Come on, you'd have switched off a long time ago.
Exactly. We're man of the people, We don't give you expert analysis. It's fine.
We just make up bullshit.
Yeah. We listen to what other pundits say and we just repeat it.
But we're both ginger. It's the brand.
Exactly. What was a worry, though, was so Declan Rice got taken off and it looked like he was maybe limping a little bit when he got taken off. It's a surprise for him to be taken off anyway, because he just doesn't, which does suggest there is something going on there. And if it is anything remotely injury or serious, then we're absolutely fucked.
Yeah, it's not good. What I would say is he does often, because he's just played so much football, he is often limping, carrying something, throughout the season. So if it's just a bit of a limp, hopefully it's just like some cramp or something. Arsenal have been very good at it. I don't know whether England would do the same, although from how they're dealing with Saka, it does sound like they are. Any sign of like even some discomfort, they're just taking the players off, because I think they know how many games these players have played, and Rice and Saka are probably two of the most played players this season. Sorry. I'm hoping it's just like a precaution, because Declan Rice is, pretty important, I would say. It would be interesting to see what he did if Rice wasn't available. But Anderson did have a good game, which is good.
Yeah, that was good. I was unsure actually again in the first half whether the Anderson was really working, because he wasn't being man marked. I mean, they talk about man to man, so he was being man marked, but he had very little opportunity to get on the ball and play it forwards. The second half, a lot better. We were playing a lot quicker, so it meant he could have the ball, he could turn on it, play it forward. So yeah, I think second half was very good. But that was in general how England play with all the players, really. Because when they took him off, it looked like they sort of at first dropped Bellingham back a little bit, played Rodgers in that more number 10 role, and then obviously he then took he put Spence on, and Reece James went into midfield once he took Elliot Anderson off. At that point, which is nice flexibility to have in the squad, and Reece James does play that role pretty well.
Yeah, Reece James is an excellent midfielder. It's just he can't do it, during a club season 3 times a week. But then again, when he's playing fullback, he often steps inside and plays kind of centrally anyway, doesn't he? Because he doesn't have the physical capability of running up and down the wing all the time. So if he had to step into midfield, I'd be pretty confident. The thing I would worry about with Livramento going home is fullback depth. Who else have we got who can cover the wings? Like, I know Jed Spence came on, who I think he actually did quite well, Jed Spence. I remember texting you saying, "Oh, he's actually quite fast, isn't he?"
Yeah, it's quite a useful skill to have.
He was fucking rapid. Yeah, no, he is really quick. I think he did well. I think he defended pretty well. He had that one chance, didn't he? He probably should have scored, where he was rampaging through the middle. But yeah, beyond him, Reece James, who else have we got in the squad who can play right back?
So Tuchel basically covered this off by saying Kwanzaa is now could play right or left back. So you're going to have...
Okay.
So you got Reece James.
He's your utility man.
So you got 4 fullbacks: Reece James, O'Reilly, Kwanzaa, Spence. That is your fullbacks. But it is light. I think it is light.
Yeah. What's poor Lewis Hall done to offend Thomas Tuchel? Jesus.
Luke Shaw as well. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
So all in all, do you think Tuchel got it right?
Yes, because we played well and we won and we scored 4 goals. We do have problems defensively. I do think I'd feel safer with Gahey in the back 4, because I think he's more naturally left-sided. He would be sitting between 2 other Man City defenders as well, which I think when you're as a defensive unit, you don't have to be the best defense. You don't have to have the best defenders, but you have to be the best defensive 4 or 5, however you're playing. And because we play with 4, that left centre back is really important. And I don't know. Conte did okay, but I think Gahey is better, and I'd feel better with him in there. But the attack and our quality going forwards just kind of dug us out of that one. Going forwards, I wouldn't mind seeing Gahey, but if we're winning and playing well, ultimately you can't really argue that, can you? I'm sure people will, but
yeah, I think pretty much got to bang on. Our attack looks very good. Kane looks very good. We've set up this squad to play to Kane's strength and play exactly how he plays at Bayern Munich. Kane was picking the ball up.
It pains me.
Oh, it was outrageous. He was picking the ball up off the central defenders at one point. He was dropping all the way back.
Yeah.
Pickford had the ball and he went, "Give me the ball." Like, it's insane how good he is.
Yeah. And we're 4-2 up in the 95th minute, and he's throwing his dick on the line to block the ball. I think Pickford had it covered, but he's putting in blocks in the 95th minute as a centre forward and captain of the team, which, maybe at 1-0 or something in a knockout game, you might expect your striker to do anything for defending that lead. But 4-2 in a game with a minute left, when, he would be forgiven for being 18 yards further up the pitch. He's back there defending, blocking the ball. And it pains me to say it, but he is fucking good at football, isn't he? He's got the world-class centre-forward ability, but he's also a world-class footballer. He can play in the middle of the pitch and make those passes and win the ball back and do the defensive stuff. And is he one of the most complete strikers we've ever had? I was trying to think of better centre-forwards that England have ever had.
100%. I think he is probably... I love Wayne Rooney, but I think Harry Kane is probably the best player England has ever had in my lifetime.
Yeah, they do. Rooney and Kane were both good at dropping deep and linking and passing and stuff, but Kane as a centre forward just outstrips Rooney by a long way, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
He's not, as a long-time Spurs player, I hate his guts, but he's really fucking good, isn't he? And if we're going to win the World Cup, he's got to be in this sort of form, and it's good to see that he started well. So,
yeah,
come on, it's coming home.
We would have scored more than 4 goals if their goalkeeper didn't play absolutely incredible as well, by the way. Their goalkeeper had a great second half.
He made some great saves. Yeah. There was a double save from, it was Gordon and someone else, 2 headers in a row, or maybe it might have been 3, where he got up just ridiculously quickly and to palm it away.
There was an O'Reilly header.
There were some moments where I was like, how is that not? That was it, O'Reilly and then Gordon, yeah. There was some saves. I'm like, how's that not gone in?
Yeah.
I think on another day it could have been 5 or 6, easy.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, well, let's look ahead to England's next game, which is on Tuesday against Ghana.
Yeah.
So I was just having a quick look at their squad. Obviously, there's a player in there that you'll know very well, Thomas Partey. Um, if he
Is he in there though? He's not in there, is he?
if he gets his visa, sort of coming along.
I thought I read something today that he's been denied a visa or something,
Excellent news. Yeah.
which is good news. Yeah, because he see what you like about him. He was a good footballer, but he is a scumbag. So fuck him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently he lied on his application or something where it says like, "Have you ever been convicted or not convicted, like charged with a felony or something?" And he put no when he's got like 5 counts of
You're
rape and
literally
sexual assault against
an
him.
international footballer. Absolutely outrageous.
Yeah. If you lie in that form, it will probably flag up somewhere, mate.
Yeah.
You're quite
Yeah.
high profile.
I was looking at
But they've
Ghana's.
still got who have they got?
Well,
Semenyo?
Semenyo's probably their biggest player. But they've got Williams as well, who plays for Athletic Club.
Yeah.
So he's
Yeah.
pretty good. They've also got a Coventry City player in Thomas Asante.
Have they?
Yeah, he's just got promoted. He's had a very good season with Coventry.
Thomas Asante.
Yeah.
Do you know which academy he came through?
Was it Southampton's or?
To be fair, I have a gut feeling it's Arsenal from my Football Manager days, but now I might be wrong.
I mean, I managed Coventry City on my
I feel
Football Manager, and I got rid of him straight away because he was kicking
Yeah.
off. So I put him in reserves.
Really got a bit
Yeah.
cocky.
Yeah, too big for your
Got
boots.
big for his boots. I'm sure he came through the academy at Arsenal, but I mean, he must be a pretty good player. Apparently, he scored 13 goals in the Championship
Yeah, he's had a good
last
season.
season.
He's done all right. He's done all
So
right.
he's quite good.
So again, I think it's like
Yeah.
one of those teams where they've got a couple of danger men that they'll play the ball through, but in reality,
Yeah.
we should beat them. We should beat them.
Yeah. That we should have enough, even if the defence is still a bit wobbly, we should have enough in attack to score plenty of goals against Ghana. If we play like that, I feel it'd be interesting to watch the Ghana game, actually, although I'm probably not going to stay up for it. If we play like that going forwards, I feel like we should get quite a lot of joy against them. So, do you want to? Are we going to do a score prediction, or are we not going to embarrass ourselves?
We could do a score prediction. Why not? We're all about embarrassing ourselves.
What do you think?
So against
true.
Ghana, I think we look potent in attack, but I think we could still concede. So I'm going to go for 3-1 England.
Yeah, that's an annoyingly good shout. I'll go. You see, I thought this game was going to be really boring, but it wasn't. It was quite entertaining. I'll go 2-0 England. Which is basically the same thing as what you did. A 2-goal England win.
Yeah. So from what you've seen tonight, I predicted at the start of this tournament that England would go out of the quarterfinals. You sort of agreed with me, but to be more interesting, you said semi-finals. Are you going to change your prediction?
Yeah. No, I would probably be more confident of semi-finals now, I reckon, after watching that. Because I don't think defensively, if we come up against, I'm basically thinking of France, but Germany are scoring a load of goals, although they did, you have to take the opposition into consideration. There's Brazil, obviously, potentially in the quarters. Spain, although they had a stuttering start. Portugal are very good. I think there are attacks that will exploit those issues we saw tonight. But I think we can also score against anyone. So knockout football is kind of just a bit of a not a gamble, but it can go. It's all about the margins in the knockout games. And we took our chances, but we missed a lot of other chances as well, albeit their keeper had a very good game. But I fancy us to score quite a few goals if we're playing this well. And the warm up games, we were good against. Who do we play? We beat them 3-0.
Costa Rica.
The last warm up. Costa Rica, we were good then. I think if the likes of Kane, Bellingham, Saka, Madueke started well. Gordon, I thought, was quite quiet, but Rashford came on and looked very good. we've got goals in those players, so I think I'm gonna back us to make this could be the tournament where it's like all of our games are crazy and all the goals are flying in. After we've had so many World Cups where it's like 1-0, 0-0, 1-0, 0-0. Maybe this is like 4-3, 2-2, 6-3. That would be quite cool, as long as we win.
Yeah, it's quite cool. But last time we played Panama in a major tournament,
That's true.
we beat them 6-1 or 6-2 or something.
Yeah. And Harry Kane fucking loves the stat pad as well, doesn't he? He's going to be all over that Panama defense.
Yeah, and I'm all for it. Go get them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, it's exciting. It feels like.
Are you sticking with quarterfinals?
I'm going to stick with quarterfinals at the moment, but I am more encouraged after watching that. After the first half, I was like, oh god, our defense is just not up to it. But yeah,
Yeah.
second half we looked very good. So, yeah, I'm going to stick with quarters still. Even though Brazil, I don't think looked very good in their first game. Portugal, I don't think
That
looked
is
very good
true.
in their first game. But quite often,
Yeah.
I mean, Argentina lost their first game of the last World Cup to Saudi Arabia and then went on to win the World Cup.
Yeah.
So you can't really
Yeah.
take too
Often
much.
people, they read too much into the first game, don't they? It's like Germany scored 7 against Curacao. So it's like, they're favourites for the tournament or something. They could look terrible in their second game. So I'll stick with my original prediction for now.
Okay, great. Okay. Well, we look forward to Ghana on Tuesday. I guess we'll stick to maybe our original pod time on Wednesday. We'll see. We'll see if we can get live stream working
Yeah, it's
for people.
That would be good. Yeah. Yeah, it's Tuesday 9 p.m. against Ghana, and then we might podcast at 11 on the Wednesday, like the normal slot. Although who's going to be attending a live podcast at 11 a.m. on a Wednesday?
I think if you're going to do live, you need to do it straight after, don't you? The pod. I mean, no one watches
Yeah,
this
we could
pod
do like a
anyway.
little thing straight after, couldn't we?
Yeah. We could.
It will be
We
fun to
could.
do a live thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Well, feels like the World Cup's properly started. I'll ask you a sort of final question just to wrap up. Out of every team you've seen so far, who has impressed you the most?
Good question. I mean, I thought second half we looked excellent then. But saying England is boring, isn't it? I think it's difficult because I would say Germany, but then Curacao are obviously one of the smaller teams in the tournament. But I'll go with Germany because they were weirdly in that game. It was tight for the first half. Germany went 1-up, Curacao equalised, and then I think Germany got a second goal, and then they got given a penalty. And after the penalty went in and it went 3-1, the game kind of died. But after that, they kind of relaxed and they were just chopping through them at will. So I'll say Germany with the caveat that the opposition are questionably, a smaller side. What about you? Who's caught your eye? A player or a team?
Well, I'm going to be so boring here and say France, who had a very similar game to us. First half, very poor. Second half looked incredible. Like their pace
Yeah.
going forwards was
Elise.
scary.
Oh my God.
Absolutely scary.
Yeah.
So yeah, France second half. If what's been good about this World Cup in the last few days is the big boys have properly turned up. So Messi hat-trick, Mbappe 2 goals, Kane 2 goals, Ronaldo no goals,
Haaland 2 goals. Yeah, I love that.
So yeah, I'm
Ronaldo just got in the way a lot.
He did. He was very bad. Very bad. And he just slows the whole game down, doesn't he? He's poor like that. But it does feel like the World Cup's properly started now that England have played, and what a great start. We're winning. It's positive. Can it come home? Who knows? Maybe.
I've got one last question then.
Okay.
Do you think it's a good thing, thinking about all the media hype that is going to follow an excellent second half performance? Do you think it's a good thing that we're showing a little bit of with something to work on so that people don't lose their minds now? Or do you think it's better if we just go all in, like, oh my God, we're going to win the World Cup? Blah.
Well, I think there's nuance to the question. The answer to the question, isn't it? I think the problem is.
Oh, there's always nuance with you, mate. There's always nuance with you.
That's you. Um, but no, I don't think anybody's going to leave this game going, oh my God, we're amazing, we're going to win the World Cup. I think we're going to go, our attack's amazing, our defence is shit. So there's a massive problem to sort out there, and two guys to solve that. And I think if we come out of this group stage and
Yeah.
every game we feel like our defence is vulnerable, we will get beat in the knockouts. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. Yeah. Part of me wants us to lean into the chaos and just fucking go for it. Because I feel like our attack is so good that we can outscore anyone on our day. So just fuck it.
100%.
Just fucking go for them.
Caution to the wind, man.
Because if we try and do more defending when we haven't got as good defensive players as we have attackers, we're leaning into a weakness there, aren't we? So just all out attack, I say. You know the little slider on Football Manager?
Yeah.
Put it up, turn it up to 10, mate. I'm all out attack. It's more fun to watch as well, isn't it? Maybe I feel like I'm only saying that because it's the group stage and I feel relatively safe. When we get to the knockouts, I'll be like, 10 men behind the ball, lads. 10 men behind the ball.
Yeah, I agree with you. Okay, well,
Yeah.
it's very late and we're old men with families, so we need to finish here, everybody. But
I've got to be up at 6.
But yeah, thank you for listening, everybody. And we'll be back again on hopefully Tuesday with a live stream. If not, we'll be back Wednesday with the proper podcast as we continue to plot England's route through the World Cup, hopefully all the way to the final.
Come on, England.
There we go.